What's going on, everybody? It is Nate Powell from FerociousBeer.com. Thanks for joining us on another Friday night Ferocious Free-For-All. We weren't here last week just because I needed to catch up on some things and spend some time with the family. And it kills me because you guys are my family too. So it's like, well, what do I do? But every now and then you got to just kind of like, set some parameters. And so I decided to do that. But anyways, it is another Friday night here, January 22nd. And gosh, we're almost into February here. And that means, of course, the first Tuesday of February, we'll be doing Collaboration Corner as well. So let's see. It looks like Bushy Beard was here first, at least what I see on here. So that's awesome. What's going on, brother? And don't forget to check out his Instagram later. He's going to do an unboxing, several unboxings, including some products from Ferocious Beer Company. So I can't wait to see you later. We're going to probably cut out of here about 9:30, about an hour and a half from now, just to give everybody a little time to prepare, get some popcorn, get some beer. I'm actually drinking Guinness tonight, just as a little bit of a difference. And then we'll check in with Bushy Beard later to see how the unboxing goes. So good to see you here, brother. Smelly Turtle is in the house. How are you doing? Yo, I like that. Yo, family, what's up, brother? We got, let's see, Smelly Turtle is keeping an eye on us, he says here. Puzzly Bearded is here as well. Good to see you, brother. Glad to see you here. Rob Brandon is in the house. What's going on? Good to see you, man. Big Man Bearded jumped in. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, brother. Yes, Bearded Uric is in. What's going on, family? That's right. We are family. And don't anyone ever forget that, because we can rely on each other. We have each other's back for sure. So good to see you, brother. Who else is in the house? Redneck's Viking on his 15-minute break. Smoke them if you got them, brother. I hope you're doing well, man. And good to see that you're able to jump in here when you can. So don't forget, you can check us out live, or you can check us out on the stream afterward. Of course, this will save to Facebook and YouTube, so you can check us out later, see all the things we're talking about. So let's see. Tonight, we're going to have a special guest appearance. I guess I don't know if he's a star yet or not. I guess we're all stars in our own right. So anyway, we've got Twitch on, and I'm just going to bring him on right now since he just jumped in, fresh from the gym. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's going on, man? How are you today?
Good to see you, brother. Thanks for jumping in on here. Twitch has gladly accepted my request to jump in on here, because one of the goals I have for this year is to have different guests on, if we can, each week, because I think that having guests on kind of keep the show a little bit spirited in a way that if we just me blabbering on all night every single Friday, I think it would be pretty, oh, not this again. So it's really cool to have different people from different walks of life and doing different things, but all sort of in our bearded community, helping and putting a positive spin on things. So I think that's pretty cool that you were able to join on such short notice, Twitch. I really appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'm happy that you reached out, man. Happy to be here with you. How was your day today, man? What'd you do?
Well, I work my day job most of the day. Let's see. During the periods of time that I took a break, I put some new LED lights. You know, those ones that you can change the color if you push something on your phone. So I put them down in the living room just to kind of give it a little bit of a life of its own, other than boring yellow light bulbs. So that's what I did.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a set of those and just putting them on the floor across to kind of shoot up for like background for videos.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I've seen on other people making videos and stuff, like it really looks good on the set. I mean, I have a green screen in the back, so I think for me, I don't necessarily think it would be the most effective use, but like who really got me into actually using them were my kids, because they're like, oh, can we please get LEDs for the room and stuff? And at first I'm like, no, come on, we don't need that. But they kind of convinced me, and now I'm actually the person who thinks they're actually pretty cool looking. So
right on. Yeah, I put in a regular light bulb the other day into one of the lamps, and it was just so yellow. I was like, oh man, I don't think I can go back to this. I usually run the like 1100 lumens LEDs.
Oh, okay. I'm learning about lumens.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
The
It used to
1100
be
is like
watts.
daytime. but I don't feel like they really. I don't know. I don't like floor lamps for that reason. They kind of just illuminate that side of the room, if nothing else.
Sure. Sway Sauna's in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Bearded Mike. Hi, how are you?
Say hi. Oh, you can't hear him, huh? 'Cause I got a headset on.
Oh, nice blue shirt.
Like your shirt?
It's cool. I like it. Hi. Nice shirt.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright, so now I can finally see the comments. How to update this tablet, but I have to delete a bunch of things to do it.
Oh, yeah, sure. I get it. Bearded Mike Watson is in the house. Another Arizonian. Because you're in Arizona, aren't you?
Yes, I'm out in Mesa, Arizona.
Okay. The first time I ever took a trip out west, I've never been to Arizona yet, but I went to New Mexico, and it was about 3 years ago. We drove out to Albuquerque, and every time we usually would take vacations, we'd head east up to like New England or go to Florida. But that time we decided to go out west, and it's really beautiful out there. Just the mountains.
I've never been up to New Mexico, but I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I envision Arizona being similar. Like, I mean, Arizona is pretty flat, right? There's are there some mountains there too, or nah?
Northern Arizona, as you get closer to like the Grand Canyon, there's mountains.
Okay.
Down here, I mean, we're kind of in the greater Phoenix area. I guess we're surrounded by mountains, just like the valley. They call the valley. For the most part, like down here itself, yeah, it's pretty flat. And usually you can, look down the street and just, see lights for miles.
All right. Yeah. Well, before I forget, I want to put this banner up at the bottom of the screen. So both Twitch and I are offering 15% off tonight with Ferocious. It's code Ferocious at ferociousbeard.com or fbeard.com for short, and Twitch 15 over there at twitchbeard.com.
Yep, I'm actually about to load that up right now.
Sweet.
What's he doing? Oh, he likes that. He said, sweet.
Oh, is that a picture he's got?
Yeah, it's a snowman that I guess he colored in.
Oh, sweet. Very cool.
Hey, get yourself ready, bud, 'cause you got to get going.
El Tomahawk 22. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope all is well with you. Bearded Vato says, who is that weird guy on the right? I think he hacked into the show tonight. I don't know.
Oh, there you go, Vato. This guy.
Okay, and Mike Watson's in Gilbert, Arizona.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm actually in Mesa, so really right down the road. Gym I go to is actually based on Gilbert Road, so right, Gilbert. That's Gilbert starts. So.
Oh, very cool. Well, you guys could do a
meetup sometime.
A bearded meetup for sure. Yeah. Michael Ranger's over there on Facebook. Let's see you.
Yeah, I met Andy, bearded practitioner. Me and him had lunch a few months back. That was pretty fun. Always excited to meet other people from the community. I know Gary made a trip out here Gary from Chesapeake, and I met him last year too. So it's fun.
Nice.
I like it. It's kind of nice to meet somebody in person after talking to them online for however long months and
absolutely
however long you've known each other.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think meeting someone in real life, it just kind of like puts the cherry on top. Like we build relationships up here on online, but a lot of times it's through texting people or like in this case, a lot of the people that I see the comments they write, but I don't get a chance to actually see them. So it's really cool to kind of talk to people in real life and meet them. And so that's why I always look forward to, and I miss going out to I used to go out to some of the beard mob competitions, or they'd have events in Fort Worth, Decembeard, beard competitions. And it was really kind of fun to just get out there and meet people. So I'm looking forward to doing that again. So we'll see how this year goes with COVID. I'm debating whether or not to start doing the farmers markets again, because I think I'm pretty well prepped to where I could do them safely. But I still want to just evaluate if that's going to be happening early this year or not. So Twitch, why don't you tell us about what you do? Like, what is your what? I know you make apparel, but like, what do you do with that? Like, how did you get involved with it, and that kind of stuff.
Well, my regular day job is actually a paraprofessional working with kids with special needs students. So any kids that are either on the spectrum or kids with Down syndrome or even kids that are got PTSD, just a wide range of kids that you meet. So that's just what I do during the day, which is super rewarding. And honestly, I'm glad I landed at the place that I did. Um, Definitely a blessing. Last job wasn't the greatest as far as management, which is always unfortunate. There's always going to be a negative out of every situation, but I stuck that out for almost 3 years, and I was a student advisor for a online high school, which I enjoyed as well. Definitely impacted some students who finished out high school and encouraged them to do whatever they wanted to do as far as afterwards. So that was really cool. And then I landed at this place, which is it was kind of something that I've been wanting to do. I didn't know how to really go about it, or really had found the time, because when you have a job search is a job in itself. Saying that you have your main job and another job, looking for a new one is hard work. So once we were able to get cut down to 4 hours a day due to COVID, I took it upon myself to start using that other 4 hours of my day to find something, and I landed at the place that I work at now. It's been nothing but awesome, and awesome team that I work with, and awesome management. So I couldn't be happier. But yeah, from there, I mean, I wanted to do I was born in California, so skateboard culture is huge. Every every kid in California has a skateboard. Biggest thing you see is growing up is I mean, it used to be back then. You used to get the CCS magazines, the California skateboard magazine, and you used to be able to order those, and they come in the mail every so often. So you just start looking through them, and you get enough of it, you start seeing different brands come up, and you just see the different brands throughout the years. They stick. There's a company called Enjoy, and it's a panda for the logo. They're still to this day still up and running. Chocolate Board is also a company that to this day still up and running. I mean, you put chocolate on a board, on a shirt, and people are buying it. Obviously, I mean, they're still in business. So growing up, kind of in that skateboard, riding, pedal bikes, skateboards, dirt bikes, that culture alone, there's so much opportunity to be made as far as like apparel. You see people make, brands out of nothing. Pro riders, make other brands big, and so I just that's something that I'd like to do at some point in my life. Do like apparel. Own an apparel company would be awesome.
Yeah. For sure.
So last year when everything happened, I took part of that stimulus that they gave us, and I said, you know what, I'm going to invest it into what I want to do. This is a perfect chance because I don't, it's money that I otherwise don't really usually have. So I took it, I said, let's do it. Why not? And then I just, kind of took a shot in the dark. But it's definitely something that I've been wanting to do for so long that I said, if I don't do it now, it's, now or never. I'm always going to continue to say, oh, I'm going to do it. And then at the end of the day, you don't do it because you just, you're stopping yourself, or, you just continue to say, oh, next time. So I made my next time be, last year. And I'm super thankful for the support that I've gotten from the community, friends, family members. I've not had to pay for that website one time except for the day that I opened it up last year in May. So it's paid for itself this entire time. So for that, I'm super, super grateful. I know for the live stream that I'm going to start doing for mental health, the webcam that I bought got paid for through that. So I'm super thankful again, all the support that I've gotten from, a lot of people in the community. It's amazing whether they just share it or, they place an order, even the smallest order, even if you just order a sticker. I mean, that to me, that's amazing. You're still showing some support there, and somebody else will see that sticker somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just part of growth,
Yes.
and this essentially, I don't know. I just never thought I'd get that much support, and I guess like through the years, you just kind of that's what kind of keeps you from building something. You're just like, well, it's a hard start. How do I start? And then once you do start, how do you keep going? Just so much goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't do it, you never will. So I mean, like anybody out there that has a dream of doing something, do it. Like, don't say I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to start. No, today. Today's the day for you to start. Not
Yes.
tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised, man. At least if you died today, at least you died saying that you started something or you tried to do something. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The biggest success stories that you're gonna get, or the biggest lessons in life, come from failure. And it's really not failure; it's a lesson that be made. And it's
Oh
once you
yeah.
can take that and turn it into a positive, man, the world is at everybody's feet. If you really look at it, the glass is never half empty. It's
Right.
half
In
full. I
fact,
mean, it's just
yes. And to that point, like I know when we talk about failures, in the business world, I know that people mention failures not as true failures, but as opportunities to learn from things that just didn't work out right and try a different path and try something, if this didn't work, well, let me try this. And I mean, it's not, everything's not going to work out perfectly. Like I know, like when I started Ferocious, I was like, oh man, after I get over my initial fear of like actually sending someone a product that I made, and I started getting good positive reviews, I was like, oh, maybe there comes a phase where like, oh, great, if this is going to do well, then maybe this will do well. And it gives you like the motivation to keep trying things. And like, I've tried several products, even within Ferocious, that just for whatever reason didn't, they bombed, frankly, so like my tattoo balm, for example, I loved it, but I mean, everybody's got their own favorite stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll stick to beard products for now, and then I'll try different things. Soaps worked out pretty nicely, although they didn't. They just sell slowly, And even with the women's body butters, generally on the website they don't sell that well. But if I send it to a wholesaler who has women coming into their shop all the time, they sell like hotcakes. So I guess a lot of where you sell things also it depends on the environment too. So it's just really, if something's not working out, just change it up a bit. So that's awesome that you're right. You get started on whatever it is you want to start. It doesn't have to be a business. It could be, a project. It could be painting the house. It could be whatever. And, day one is the beginning of that chapter. And you just keep pressing on and adjusting as necessary. So
no, definitely,
Twitch.
definitely. I mean,
Before we go on any further, I just wanted to say that we did receive an order, and on this show, every time we get an order during the show, we do what's called a bonus giveaway. So I wanted to give a shout out to Edward up there in New York. I don't know if you're on the stream or not tonight, but whether or not people are on the stream or not, if they place an order during the show, we do a bonus giveaway. So give me 1 second. I'm going to cue that up. So let's do that. All right. So what we're going to do is we have 15 people here. So that means we're going to pick a number between, let's say 1 and 7. So let me just bring that up real quick. We'll pick these numbers together after, but when you see the word go, I want everybody in the audience here to pick one number between 1 and 7. Just one number, please. And whoever wins this is going to get a $10 gift card to Ferocious Beard Company. So here we go, guys. Get ready. Get set. Go. All right, and let's see these numbers come on in here. And then while we're just sitting here waiting, El Tomahawk 22 mentions that it seems like your internet might be a little laggy.
Yeah, I moved over to another part of the house to get the code.
Get that signal going.
That tablet.
Oh, okay. And Vado says, "Wake up, Twitch." Charlie Lyons, what's up, Charlie? How are you, man? And here's all the numbers coming through. Okay, everybody stop. And let's see. We're going to generate a number between 1 and 7. Here we go. Number 1. So let's see who picked number 1 today. Number one is none other than Mr. Smelly Turtle. Number one, Smelly Turtle. So you get yourself a gift card, $10 gift card. And again, this is thanks to Edward, who made a purchase from New York. So thank you, Edward, for your purchase. You're the sponsor of this particular gift card. So let me just make this Smelly Turtle $10 gift card. Congratulations, Smelly, and thanks everybody else for participating in this giveaway. So, all right. So what kind of how long have you been in business now then?
Not even a year, actually. May would be the 1 year mark.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's awesome. I remember when I started in 2017, and like the first, probably the first 6 to 8 months. Of course, I had no idea what I was doing. You know, I was just kind of winging it like everybody else. You know, I had developed a beard oil, but I hadn't developed a beard balm yet. And I was petrified to make a beard balm because I just didn't know how to do it. And then I was nervous about starting. And then finally I was like, you know what? If I'm going to be a beard oil company, I better be making beard balms and maybe butters too at some day. So I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to just try a bunch of different recipes and figure it out. And if I make a mess, who cares? You know, I just made them in real small batches.
Right.
So I wouldn't waste a whole bunch of product, but I just kept developing stuff until I finally got something that I thought worked out.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. I mean, you can take a business model, you know, follow it to the T. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's crazy. You know, I don't know. It's just like, you know, everyone's beard's different. You know, one thing may work for this person, may not work for the other. But I mean, like I said, like great success comes from not giving up, and as long as you can do that, you know, you'll be all right.
Sure, absolutely. Buffalo Todd, how's everything been going? It's been going really well actually this year so far. So thanks for asking, man. Things are well. They're looking up. I've spent a ton of time. I was actually off from my day job last week, and I spent a ton of time just catching up on the little things that needed to get done, like updating the website graphics, pulling a lot of the products that just kept showing up in search results that really weren't products anymore. Somebody. So I was looking at the app, and I was like, you know, this is in need of a cleanup. So I actually looked at the reviews on the App Store, on the Apple App Store, and someone had apparently, they had originally a 5-star review, and they changed it to a 2 because, you know, like these things aren't working. I'm like, now I got to definitely get this fixed. So I went through and I really cleaned up the app a lot. Looks really great. It's got like really nice pictures of the products that I've got now. It's got like separation between like oils, balms, butters. You can scroll to the left and see all the different products. And I pulled a lot of the things that just weren't there anymore. So I think that people are going to be really happy with the app, even happier than they have been. So yeah, things have been going really well. So thanks, Todd. Smelly Turtle says he wants to give his gift card to Puzzly. So we can definitely do that. So thank you, Smelly Turtle, for your donation, and I'll definitely get that off to Puzzly Bearded. Thank you so much for that, brother. And let's see. L Tomahawk 22 wants me to ask if you have ambassadors for your business. Twitch, do you have ambassadors for your business? Like, do you have people out there hyping up your stuff and get you sales?
I do. Tommy would be one of them. His cousin Adrian's another one. Nick Cohn's another one too. And I got another one up north who actually know personally from school. His name's Jesse. And then even Maverick as well.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to jump on that.
That's awesome. It really helps. It's like
still waiting for his shipping out there. It's just insane. I sent his out forever ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the post office. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean,
it definitely helps because it's constant feed.
Yeah, because that way when you're busy working your day job or stuff, other people can be helping kind of put the good word in for you about your products. And I think every little bit of spreading the word helps. Stickers help. I think stickers help out a lot. So I love when people get stickers because I get to send it to people and they can put it on their vehicles if they want. We got like those big 4-inch round stickers, and I just ordered 500 more. They just came in today because I was about out. So, yes, code is
shout out to
live.
Bushy Beard. So I know he's not an ambassador, but that guy posts a lot.
Oh yeah, he is an absolute. He's got so many great ideas too. I know he was mentioning opening up on his property. He's got a commercial property and opening up like a kind of like a farmer's market style setup in his space, so that way people can come in, small businesses can come in, set up shop for a couple hours on a weekend, and I think that's a great idea. I really like how small businesses can help other small businesses, and we kind of all help each other out. It makes the world go around.
Definitely. I mean, like, and then like how you're saying, like, once you're able to get out to those farmer markets or trade shows, that definitely helps you out a lot too. And that's it's fun. You get out there and you meet people too. So people that are in the community, that's always nice too.
Yeah, it really is, and it's just a really cool dynamic because you got all these people kind of helping, and plus it also, like, we can do some bartering and stuff like that. Like, I know, like, at the farmers markets around here, sometimes there's like a company that makes really, really good salsa, and I'll like do a little trading. Hey, I trade you some beard oil for some salsa, and it's like get some really good stuff.
No, definitely. I mean, that's really cool too. I know we have like a swap meet out here. You just they get to pay for the space, obviously, and take some preparation. That's something that I kind of want to try this year and see. Maybe once again, like you said, once things calm down and kind of go back to a bit normal, I guess. And then try that and get out there. I know today at the gym, they go and I'm not the one to go and like interrupt anyone during their workout. But this dude with the big old red beard came in, and as soon as he looked over, I was like, like he did the same thing back, and I was like, all right, that's cool. Complimenting each other's beards, but I didn't want to like go over there and like interrupt him while he's doing it, like. And I'm sure at some point, we'll find a second and be like, oh, hey, what's up?
Sure. No, absolutely. Cool. Yeah, it's like the real life version of a setup like this,
Right.
So Beta's here. What's going on, Bearded? Beta, Twitch, dope hat, bro. He liked your hat, so, and I do too. Yeah, it's very nice. See other comments going on here. Ex Mr. Davis 4's here. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. And Tiki's in the house. What's up, Tiki? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing all right.
I like Tiki's channel, man. He's branched out a bit and has some diversity in there, and I think that's awesome.
Oh, absolutely. He's got like the best videos out there, I think. Because he's so creative with them, and that's what I like about it. And not only is he creative, but he's spontaneous. And if he isn't, and he just plans it really well, then he sure pulls it off. Well, that means he's a great actor too, because he just pulls it off really well. Somebody said something about oh no, this is just a conversation between Votto and let's see, how does that work? Yeah, how does that work, Twitch? Not sure. So Votto, you have to buy stuff and see if all the ambassadors like you. What's up, man?
Yeah. I mean, the people like, I don't know, like Maverick, he just kind of came out and asked when he saw that had some ambassadors going. Really, like Tommy and like the one and his cousin were like the two first ones. I guess it's because they had shown so much support from the get go. I just started buying a bunch of stuff. I was like, you know what? Why not? What best ambassadors have? The people that actually are buying it and liking it and showing you all this love. I was like, so I don't know, it kind of just happened. Like, it just kind of just happened. I didn't, like set out to really do that so quickly. But I figured what
Mm-hmm.
best way to grow something than to, get a couple people that already like it to begin with and already sharing it. So, why not just be like, hey, you guys mind posting a little more than you already do? And,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of how it happened. Um, the other like Nick, also he's been super supportive. Um, he's just got such a um, tell, which he'll be on one of
Well, I think you're coming in broken. Coming in broken, brother. While you're trying to resolve that, so Buffalo Todd mentions he found out that he was COVID positive today, and he just had an infusion 2 days ago. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Todd, to hear that, brother. I hope that you experience just the mild end of that rather than the full blown, man. And keep the faith and keep us updated if you can. That's sorry to hear that, brother. And you're having symptoms. Oh, well, the good news is most people recover, you know, fairly well, and are fine after. So that's the positive part, is that, just keep the faith, man, and keep us updated. And Puzzly says, yeah, I hope you have a safe and quick recovery. Yeah, likewise, brother. Okay, whoops. Looks like we lost Twitch, and hopefully he'll be able to get back on here. I know, like, I chatted with him about a week ago, or this last week, and he was having a little bit of internet connectivity issues too. So hopefully he gets that fixed pretty soon. Of course, his code is still good, Twitch15 at twitchbeard.com tonight. So he's coming in again. Let's see if we get him. All right. Here he is.
There we go. Yeah, it's having some connection issues. I'm sure like everybody's probably on right now too.
You must have Sprint or something. Not like it.
Right. I saw the truck around here earlier, so I don't know. They may be working on something. It always seems to be the case. This week has been really bad for it. We had an outage earlier this week too, where it was out for like an hour or two. So it could just be that. Who knows?
Yeah. No, we it's funny because I used to have Sprint back in the old Nextel days, when you do those push to talks, and I was like, this is the freaking coolest thing, because I could, like, I used to work in security, and we had Nextel, so I was able to connect to that, and I just thought it was really cool, and it worked really well for that. But then once they stopped that Nextel, and I stuck with Sprint for a while and tried to I even think I had it was an Android phone, but it was a Sprint. And it's like, what the hell good is unlimited access or unlimited data if it never works? So I was like, how much do I have to pay you guys to never talk to you guys again? So I ended up going to where am I now with? I'm with Spectrum, which is Charter, because we have Spectrum Internet, and because I have the internet, I guess I'm eligible for their phone service, which is on the Verizon network. So it's like the Verizon network was pretty good, but it's I don't know, it's like $45 a month or something, which is it's all pricey no matter who you go with. But yeah, Tiki says those walkie-talkies are amazing. Mine was bright yellow too, so I'd never lose it. It was like as yellow as this plate here.
Well, I know Android has a walkie-talkie app that you can download.
Yeah, I know. Like, I've tried those things before, but there's never quite as good as that Nextel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was back in the day. That was like the phone to get. Everybody wanted one.
Oh yeah, and it's funny because I remember I actually ran it over with my car, and it still worked.
Oh wow!
Like, that thing was durable, man. It's like that fold. It was like military. Yeah, but like it was like up armored. It was really it was a tough. I don't even know who made that phone, but it was tough. Motorola did. It was tough. So
that's crazy. They don't make them like that, man. Now you drop them and they just shatter.
Hell, I just look at it wrong and it shatters.
Right?
It's like they're just not. They don't make them like they used to. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, definitely. I know, like the iPhones are both they're glass on the back too. So like you drop them, you shatter the back. You drop them on front, you shatter the front.
Yeah, it's like I think they make them that way because they want you to get another one in the next year or two. So it's like, well, if they break it, they'll just
okay.
Yeah,
at $1,000 a pop, I think I'm okay.
Right, exactly. And it's like I don't need the latest and greatest. I still have the XR, and which is I think one of their lower models now, although it just works fine for me. So
Guess what I got? I haven't gotten anything newer. It's just a 10 XR, which is fine. It works for what it's used for at this point.
yeah, absolutely. So and El Tomahawk still has his Nextel in his possession. Can't call anybody now, right? But but other than that, though, they're really cool. They were cool phones.
That's awesome. Probably would have saved that.
Yeah.
I feel like they were super big in California.
Yeah, they were big in New England, where I was up in Rhode Island, and of course Boston, New York, and it was around like 9/11 time frame when I think those phones came out just after that, as I remember, because like everybody I think were like, wow, if there's ever something that is a like major like 9/11 again, it was nice to be able to connect with people. But I guess eventually they just it just kind of like, I don't know why they stopped doing it, but they stopped.
You can't be all CB radio.
Yeah. But you'd know like construction was in the area too, because you'd always hear those things going off. Like when there was construction, beep, 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 go ahead. So you guys already probably know, but I have updated the carrier oils on the Ferocious beard oils. We got rid of grapeseed oil only because the shelf life on the grapeseed oil is anywhere between 6 and 8 months, and I wanted to extend that out to a year. And the reason for it is because I'm making things in a little bit bigger batches now than I was before. So our carrier oils are now jojoba oil, apricot, sweet almond, sunflower oil, and castor now is now in the beard oil. You don't need to ask for me to upgrade to castor, even though it was a free upgrade before, but now I just put it into the oils initially. And the reason for that is just because simply more people were asking to add castor than to not add castor. So now I've decided to plan. It just makes it more easy to make a batch of, say, 8 or 10 beard oils and know that you're going to order it with castor. Before, I never knew if you're going to get it with castor or not. So I decided, you know what, I need to make it so I can plan for that. Of course, if you don't like castor for whatever reason, you can order the nut-free blend, which doesn't have castor and it doesn't have sweet almond oil either. So that way it's just about as, the lightness that you would expect from the previous version without castor. But I think it's working out really well so far. We've gotten some pretty good feedback from that. So, and yeah, Vado says many people don't like grapeseed oil. So, I mean, I think the grapeseed oil worked nicely, but the shelf life minimum now is a year. And of course, if it was like, say, imagine it was all jojoba, that's like a 5-year shelf life of jojoba oil. And I have a feeling, I haven't been able to prove it, but I know that just from my gut instinct tells me that even if you have something that's good for a year, if you mix it with another oil that's good for 5 years, just by virtue of the fact that they're blended together like that, you will extend the shelf life of the things that are good for a year. Of course, you're never going to get something that's a year old from me, but it'll go, I'll make it fresher than that for sure. But yeah, a lot of people don't like grapeseed oil for some reason. All right. Like a satellite, you're coming in, you're out, you're in.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's all right though. But yeah, we're talking about a lot of people apparently don't like grapeseed oil. But I think it's mostly for the.
I've heard that. I've seen a lot of posts on that lately.
Yeah, I know. There's been some coverage. Dan C talked about grapeseed oil 6-month shelf life, which is true. It does have a 6 to 8 month, depending on where you get it and if it's cold pressed. But yeah, it can definitely has a shorter shelf life than a lot of other oils. So yeah, we made the change, and there's nothing to say we won't change things also in the future to maybe get some little bit more exotic, or maybe I'll have some different options too for people. I know, like, one of the things I always used to love doing is having options for people, but at the same time, I think too many options just causes people to kind of like like freak out a little bit, and they're like, I don't know what I want to get, or I don't know if I should do this or that. So it's sometimes just kind of like laying it out. Here's what I got, guys, and it makes it a little easier. You know?
Yeah, a lot of options sometimes just make people a little more indecisive.
Mm-hmm. I read, and speaking of choices, and I know this would be right up your alley with apparel. I read an article from another beard oil company about a year ago now. And before, he used to have shirts on his website, and he would have like pretty much every color of the rainbow, plus black and white and gray. And he found that people weren't buying his shirts in large quantity, they weren't selling out, let's just say. So he decided to go to just black and white. That's all he had was 2 colors. And when he did that, his sales just went through the roof because people were like, oh, it's going to be either this one or this one. It's not like one of, 15 different colors.
Right. Now that makes sense too.
Yes. As Bearded Wolf says, simple is easier. What's up, brother? Yeah, for sure. It is. It's easier. And I think a lot of people are like, they're busy in their life. They don't necessarily want to spend an hour looking at a website. They just want to go get something, get in, get out.
Right. I mean, it's hard enough that you buy something online and you have to wait for it to get to you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, waiting is the hardest part, but at least it's on the way, though. It's like, especially
right.
you get that message saying it's been sent out. They're like, yes,
right.
Can't wait.
By the window waiting for that mailman.
Yeah. It's like the dog and the guy just sitting there in the window. Yeah. Bearded Regard. What's up, brother? Back in. You had to jump out for. Well, welcome back. Good to see you again, man. Thanks for jumping in on here.
Yeah, welcome back.
So yeah, I mean, it's just choices. Like we used to have 60 cents almost, and we still have a ton of different cents from the Collaboration Corner, which we're going to be scaling back on those as sales on those individual cents drop. We're gonna, we'll drop some of those cents, and then we'll keep rotating it out and doing it again because I think it's fun to get together on Tuesdays. We do our Collaboration Corner first Tuesday of every month now, and we just get together, come up with new ideas, and if they're A's or B's, we put them on the site. And the thing is, since we've started this, we haven't taken anything off the site except for 1 cent. So we've kind of built up a whole bunch of them now. So we've got about 40 on there. So there's almost too much. Oh, Bushy's just a Bearded Regard to Bushy. He's incognito today.
And I really enjoy what you're doing with the Collaboration Corner too. I think it's really cool. It's different. It's something that's not seen very much or at all really from any company, where they're taking the consumer that's buying the products and you're asking them, hey, let's make a cent. What do you guys want? And you're putting them into that world of making something. And I think that's really, really cool. When I saw that, I was just like, dude, this guy's changing the game just by that right there. You don't see many people do that, if at all. And I thought that was really awesome. So
I love that show. I really love it because it really does give me a chance to connect in ways that are so personal, really, like with different ideas, and then actually going in and making them and then bringing them back to tell people what I think about them, how they came out. It's exciting. It's really fun. And I almost would want to get back to doing that every week. If I can figure it out a way as this process, which I think is going to work out pretty well, maybe we can get back to doing that weekly. But I think, for the most part, even if we do it monthly, we're going to have 24 cents potentially on the site, new every year, rotating out.
Yes.
So, so if we do it weekly, that's 52 times possibly 2 cents a week. That could be over 100 cents a year. Right. So that could get a little bit. Then we get back to analysis paralysis again.
Right.
But another thing I'm thinking of doing as far as like planning out stuff is, so I want to, I'm thinking, okay, when we have a Collaboration Corner cent and that like it's an A or B, and I think it's going to be, I like the cent and I think people will like the cent, rather than just keep it up there for, availability being on demand. I might make like, say 5 sets of each of those cents. And then if they sell, awesome. I can always make more if I need to, but we'll do like a 5 set. And then once those 5 sell, awesome, it's sold. Now we'll move on to the next few cents, because I found that usually, even with the popular ones like Dirt Road Therapy, which is a collaboration corner scent between me and Billy Rogers, those scents, they're on fire for a small window of time, and then that window just goes away. And so at some point, it probably doesn't make sense to keep those scents up there, just taking up space, So if I have like a limited amount available for purchase, I think that might be the option for me to do. That way I'm not stressing out about, oh my God, is someone going to order, Stardust today, but I haven't made anything from Stardust. And I don't know how much to make because I don't know how many people are going to buy it. And then someone places an order. I found, like, while I'm building up my collection here, that people will always order things for whatever reason by happenstance that I have not made yet. So it's like I have to go back and make them, which is how I used to do it. So I'm used to it, but it's a slow process to get to where I've got stuff ready to go at a moment's notice.
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this is just cool that you're doing that, and that's really awesome. So, but yeah, definitely like 100 cents. That just that'd be a lot.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Smelly says, has anyone purchased Neon After Dark? I can't wait to get it and try it out. No, not yet, because it's not listed on there, but I'm going to put that on there. So here's like what I feel bad, but I want to show you guys real quick what I've been doing, just so you guys don't think I've been just sitting around with these collaboration corner scents. That is on my plan to get these up there, but I want to roll it out and do some graphics for it. But let me see. Stop sharing, screen share, application window. Let me just open a new window real quick. Sorry, while I'm just. All right. Let me move this to this window. And then share. All right. So this is all right. We don't need to see me in there in black and white, but basically what I've been doing is I've been doing graphics for all of the old scents that I decided to keep. So they all kind of look pretty colorful now, which is, what I was kind of going for with a white background. And when, you run the mouse over it, it pops out like, hey, buy me, put some smoke and fetish in the background, which I thought was fitting. I was like, I didn't want to go too risque because I think that's why Facebook was blocking some of my ads. So this is a little bit less risque, but it's still, it's a 80s club scent of leather, smoke, clove, and embers. Just kind of, doing some graphics like that. And those take quite a while to get those things going. You have to get the 2 product pictures for each one. You got to get the backgrounds right. You got to put the wording and make sure it matches up well. And one of the things I've never had before was an actual collection page like this for butters. It's always been one page for butters that you just select the scent. So now you go to the butters, you can see how you run the mouse over, you get to see what the butters look like. That's awesome. So that took me really probably 4 days or 5 days almost to get these exactly how I wanted them and to look right on the website, and plus updating the mobile app. So it's on my list of things to add, and going to them every month with a collaboration corner scent gives me more of a chance to kind of give it the classy look that it deserves. So that's what my goal is. With just doing it every week, I didn't really have the chance to really present the things that you guys who are on Collaboration Corner are helping to make. I wanted to look good. I wanted to represent the quality that we all came up with. So to answer your question, Turtle, it will be on the site for several months, and once I list it, and then I will let you know how it's selling, if it sells at all, which I think it will. But So it is now 8:51. So I say, why don't we do a giveaway? Not a bonus giveaway, but just a regular giveaway. So let's get that queued up. All right, and so there are 12 people here, so that makes it easy. We can just do 1 through 6. So again, just like every other thing here, when we do giveaways, I just want you to type one number when you see the word go, one number, please, between 1 and 6, and we'll see who the first one is to come into StreamYard here. So here we go, guys. Get ready, get set, and go. And let's see these numbers start popping in here. And Votto says if if he wins, he's going to pay it forward to Bearded Votto himself. Well, good. You got to look out for yourself every now and then. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. All right, let's get this. Let's see who's going to win this thing. All right, so this will be for a $25 gift card to Ferocious Beard Company. Let's see. We're going to pick a number together. So here we go. Well, it came in as number 1 again. I don't like when it does that, but it is what it is. So I'm going to say, let's see who the first person to have number 1 this time is. Wow, I don't see number 1. So let's pick another number. Yeah. Twitch, my brother. All right, let's generate another number. Number 6. Let's see who's got number 6. All right, so let's see. 4, 3, 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 7. Hey, look at that. El Tomahawk 22. Number 6. All right, brother. You are the winner this time around. $25 gift card going out to you. Thanks to everybody else for participating on that one. So let me just document this. Tomahawk 22. All right. All right, let's close this out. So what do you think is like what are your goals for this year as far as like coming out with any new lineups or just expanding your presence online, or what do you think your goals are this year?
This year, I want to do like something for like the 4th of July, something patriotic. What I want to come up with. I have some things in mind, so I think I'm just gonna go with that. Do my mental health series. About like 6, 7 people already. So definitely do that, and then see how long I can keep that going. But also open my channel up to not just that, but anybody who maybe have had like substance abuse issues and they've overcome that, like overcoming addiction. These are stories that people need to hear. People always think there's no way out. They're closed off in that I can't mentality and I can't world, and they don't get enough examples shown so that they can actually overcome that, addiction or mental health status, or whatever the case may be. But these are stories that need to be heard. There's a lot of people out there that are successful that have come out of addiction. You're just not hearing about it, and I want to open up the platform so we can hear those stories, or hear about somebody with mental health who's overcoming every day by getting up every morning and going to work, and not letting the I can't or I'm scared And I'm just like, it's okay to be scared. Hell, I'm scared. I'm scared every day too. But I
Hmm.
still get up and I put a smile on my face. I look in the mirror and said, "Let's do it. Let's go. Today's a new day." And I think that if we see more of that online, more positivity is going to come from it. People are going to see it. People are going to feel better about themselves, and start accepting that, hey, this is me, but I don't have to let it run my life. I can overcome it. And just put some good examples out there. And that's really kind of like my main mission this year, is to do that, and then see if there's any like hopefully there's a meetup this year for my local Tourette syndrome chapter in Arizona. So I definitely want to hit one of those up, and meet some
Hmm.
other people out there. So that's like my real main goal um, this year is it's really what I want to do. So hopefully that'll happen. If there's a meetup, that's awesome. If not, then I'll find another way to maybe meet them, outside of that. Maybe just be like, hey, I noticed, you're part of that chapter as well. Let's
Yeah.
meet up and hang out and and converse and trade stories or whatever, and see if I can get some of them to come onto the channel as well, and just kind of grow and almost I wouldn't say a podcast because that's just a whole nother that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah. Oh,
Something that I
yeah.
can do through something that I can still do via Zoom or whatever, and or live. If people want to come on live, that's awesome. Get some interaction from the audience, which would be nice too. Um, but if not, then like a Zoom recorded call would be fine. So anything like that, that's really what I want to make this year about. Is big on mental health, and how
Hmm.
it's okay to not be okay.
Right. No, absolutely. And you're talking about this. It just reminds me of like, I'm just gonna come out and say I'm gonna be honest with people because I've always found being transparent is honest. And I'll be honest with you. When I used to be younger, um, it used to bother me when I was younger because I was naive and stupid. It used to bother me when someone who was addicted, say for example, to drugs, alcohol, would come out and get over that and win that battle, and then everybody would be like, "Oh, they're such a hero." And at the time when I was younger, I used to be naive enough to think, why is it that someone who was so addicted is considered a hero when someone who was never addicted to drugs, alcohol, whatever, they never were considered a hero? It was because I was stupid back then. I was stupid enough just to think that it was an easy thing to get over that. But as I get older, as I meet people who have struggled with addiction, who have struggled with alcoholism, I learned, rightfully so, that it is a struggle. It is hard. I've not lived that life, but I've talked to people who have, and I can imagine how difficult it really is to get over and to overcome those addictions. And I don't think like that anymore. But for those people that think the way I used to think again, because it really is a struggle for a lot of people to even get up out of bed, like you said, to even open the curtains, to let the light
Yeah.
in, to even change their underwear or change their pants. Um, I mean, it is a struggle, and I can understand how difficult it must be to do that. And I have nothing but the greatest amount of respect for those of you who are struggling, and you will have my support um, forever because it's worth it. There's so many things out there that you could potentially miss out on because you're not there
Yeah.
yet, and so I just wanted to just say that I've grown, my thought process has matured, obviously, and I think it's I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not it's not a wake up call immediately, but it was just over the course of my life. I've just changed my opinion because it was just stupid how I used to think. It was just, yeah, I just happened to look out. I was never addicted, but to anything. Uh,
Yeah,
but
and
anyway,
I mean,
I just think it's
it's hard,
important.
and it is important for people to hear someone's success story,
Hmm.
Just sometimes when you're just down and out, and you're just stuck in that. I don't know. I don't see anything good gonna come, or you know what I'm saying. When you hear that one success story and you see how somebody did turn their life around, it gets taken in your mind. It's like, you know what, but they did it. That means I can. And you start looking for help. There's a lot of success stories out there. One that everybody knows, I'm sure. I mean, we all know who Robert Downey Jr. is.
Hmm.
Look at the guy. He almost ruined his entire career in Hollywood. Turned around,
Yeah.
cleaned up his act, became Iron Man. The guy
Yeah.
made tons of money and will continue to make tons of money off of that franchise forever. You know what I'm saying? And now he's like the biggest rock star on the planet because every kid knows who Iron Man is. You show them his picture and they're gonna say that's Iron Man. You see what I'm saying? Like that's triumph, man. I mean, yeah,
Yes.
it's trial and error, trial and error, yes. But I mean, if you've ever watched any of his bios, I mean, he was to the point where he went to the next door neighbor's house and got into bed thinking it was his. You know what I'm saying? The cops came in
Hmm.
and took him out. Like, hey, dude, like, it's not your house. You know, like
Hmm.
it was that bad. You know, it's just crazy that he got to that point, and then he turned it around, and now people want to cast him again, and he's making money again, and he took that step to say enough is enough, and it's a scary step. I'm sure it is.
Yep.
But once you make it, everybody will be there to support you. My DMs are always open to anybody if they want to just even talk. I don't even think to say anything. They can just type the whole time. I'll listen. Um,
Right.
I'll never turn anybody down. If I'm awake, I'll answer, and if I'm not, I'll answer you when I get up, when I wake up. You know.
And
But
I can
don't
attest
be
that
scared to
Twitch
reach
stays
out.
up late because he's a. I was working on graphics at what 1:30 or quarter two in the morning, and
Yeah.
you're like, "You still up? Give me a call. I got some ideas." I'm like, "Cool, man, I will." So, but like to Robert Downey Jr. Imagine if he had succumbed to drugs.
Right.
Imagine he had passed away. There'd be a new Iron Man, and that would be. But just my point is like the power of his changing his lifestyle around has saved him. And even if he
Yeah.
never was Iron Man, even if he ended
Right.
up working at Burger King as a manager,
Right.
um, he would be here to experience things, life
Right.
experiences. So,
And, with a clear mind too, things that otherwise he probably wouldn't remember.
mhm, right.
No, and
So,
then I know, I think we all know a few people that are a success. They're just not out there saying it. As much as they may want to, it is a hard story to tell. So when you do, when I do find somebody that's up for it, I tell them that I'd love to bring you on if you're down to do it. Um, so I have, some people that are definitely up for it. Um,
mhm,
and they'll tell you it's definitely so different, but you feel so much more alive. And they're like, it's just I was so crazy for missing out, and it's like, but you had the power the entire time. You just have to actually believe in that power that you have. The power to
right.
say no. I mean, we all have that power, and you just have to, you just have to stick to it. And as hard as it can be, find help. There's
Hmm.
tons of places out there. I mean, I know 12-step program may not work for everybody, but you don't even have to share. You can sit in the back. No one's gonna bug you. You don't have to
Hmm.
say your name. Just say, I'm just here to. I'm not ready. I'm just here to observe for now. You can sit back there and just listen to some of the stories that these people are saying. They actually might be the same story you're living, or you don't even know.
Hmm.
Everyone's suffering from something, whether it's mental health, stress, you know, substance abuse, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or lack of
Yeah.
money in their account. We're all going through something. And the best
Oh
part of
yeah.
life is that we can always find somebody that's been in that similar situation that turned it, turned like I said, failure into success and triumph. Um, like I said, like just waking up every morning and getting out of bed is winning.
Hmm.
You just gotta look at it that way. And every day is a gift, and you got to do what you got to do to enjoy that gift, and make sure that you're living it to the fullest, and just find the help that you need. It's hard. For the longest time, it was really hard for me to admit, and you just get in that mindset, and it's horrible. Oh, it's got to live with it. It's never gonna go away. So what do I care? I might as well just be pissed off at the world and just be an asshole. And it doesn't work. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
It just makes you more miserable. And the moment that you can learn to love yourself for who you really are and accept it, that's when you can start molding yourself into who you really want to be. But it's only it's only until you've accepted yourself that you're actually really able to take a step back and say, hey, I want to change this. And then you move forward from there, but
Mm-hmm.
never lose hope that that's not going to happen. You know, anything is possible. Nothing is impossible. The only impossibility is, not dying, because we all have to die at some point. That's the
Sure.
impossibility is to not die. I mean, well, we all have to. Aside from that,
So,
everything has a solution.
so what was the biggest surprise you found once you decided to take that step?
Then nobody can
Like,
hurt me anymore by being mean or saying things, or, you know, people are cruel. I mean, more kids than adults. I mean, usually adults are, you learn to kind of just not point and stare as much, but I mean, there's still people out there that are stupid. I don't even
yeah.
say they're stupid. They're just ill-informed, is what they are. They're
Mm-hmm.
ignorant to the fact that there's something out there that's different from them, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay for that. That's there's no shame in not knowing something. You just educate yourself, and that I'm the person there to do it. But that's what changed. Like nobody was ever going to be able to like hold that against me anymore. Once I learned to accept that and learn that, hey, I have to live with this, but I don't have to let it kick my ass every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Take
and
charge.
yeah, I mean, you take the power back, and once you do that, it's I'm not gonna say it's easier. I mean, it is easier, but it's not instant. Life is
Mm-hmm.
still life is still hard, and life is hard in general, regardless. Even if you're of able-minded body and have no addictions, life is still hard. It's hard for everybody. We're all struggling. But once
Mm-hmm.
once I did that, I knew that no matter what, I could wake up and look in the mirror and be okay with it, be happy about it. It, it wasn't that big a deal. I can go out and do whatever I want to, and don't let people's BS bug you. It's just it ain't worth
Yeah.
it. By me sitting here and worrying about what others are saying, it's really not doing anything for me.
Right.
So why let it?
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I mean, we each have our own lives to live and take charge of, and some of us live more uh, on the edge, I guess you could say, than others. But I really commend you and several of you on here who have who have gone down that path and are now on the right path. And I really, really salute you guys for that. That's awesome. It's amazing because I know it can be tough. And you're right, life is tough. There's there's so much going on in the world that is negative, and it's hard to stay positive sometimes. So I can't. You're all in my prayers, and I just have so much respect for you guys that have been there, done that. Don't need a T-shirt. You are the T-shirt, and
Right.
congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Congrats to the guys in the chat. That's awesome. It's crazy. You meet some of the strongest people, you know, online through the community. And
Hmm.
sometimes they just don't know how great they are, and they just need to be told that so they can continue that day. That's
Yeah,
if you know somebody
yeah,
that's overcoming addiction or overcoming mental health, just make sure that you tell them, "Good job, you're awesome, keep rocking." You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like sometimes you just need to hear that, and that one comment will just make your day, and you'll be like, you know what, it is worth it because today somebody acknowledged that, somebody
Hmm.
checked in on me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody showed me some sort of love, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's what keeps people going too, because there's hard days. I've had people DM me and be like, "Hey, I'm just having a tough time," and I'm just like, but you're everything you ever need to be. You don't need to be anything more than that. Just accept the fact that you're having a tough situation right now, but it's not a forever thing, and do what you got to do
Hmm.
to get past it. You're a strong person for even enduring this, and don't look back and don't let anybody tell you different. Like I said, drama's drama, and there's no reason to even give it, the time of day. If you do, or whatever people's comments may be, whatever. I move forward, never backwards.
Right. just it's funny that we talk about never quit and stuff. So like I just last year started putting those things on my bottles, things like that. Never quit, and keep pushing on, little messages. And I've told this before, but it's because I was out house hunting a couple of years ago and I saw a sign on somebody's grass that said, "Don't give up." Out of nowhere, just don't give up. That's all it said. I'm like, it made me really think, like, it just affected me in a way that, it was just out there for anybody who needed that little boost, that particular moment when they were driving by or walking by, to see that sign on their house, in their yard, saying, "Don't give up." And I thought, you know what, that's a great idea. So that's why I decided to put messages similar to that on our bottles.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody wakes up in the morning, they go and, time to put some beard oil in, and they see that, and that right there could be that one boost that they needed that day, that made getting out of bed worth it.
maybe, and if it helps one person, then awesome. I'm glad,
Right.
because I can't be there to knock on your door and say, "You got this, dude."
Right.
But if you have my beard oil, you might see that. And I really feel like that. I want you to know that you could do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah. I mean, your mind's a powerful tool, and I mean, the only thing stopping you is negativity.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta
When he says,
overcome it.
God never said it would be easy, but he did say it would be worth it.
Facts.
Yep.
Not for sure.
So, well, and then Puzzly says that if this past year would have been really hard if it wasn't for his wonderful girlfriend and this great community. Well, that's right. It definitely helps to have people out there who have your back. And in your case, you've got your amazingly wonderful girlfriend, and of course, all of us in the community that also have your back. So, thank you, and that's amazing to hear, brother.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's always good. I know my wife was my biggest turning point was when my wife just said, "Who cares though? Like, why do you let it bug you so much? Like, you're out here missing out on life because it bugs you so much that somebody that you don't even know is pointing or laughing or staring." I'm like, "Well, yeah, it hurts." She's like, "Yeah, but who cares?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna. Nothing's changed. You're still you, regardless if that person's doing it." And she was right. I'm like, she's like, "You just accept yourself. You love yourself. That person's opinion should never matter." And
Mm-hmm.
it's true. I mean, somebody's opinion about you is really none of your business.
Yeah.
I'm who I am, and I know that when I look in the mirror every day. And they don't think that. Well, that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. And it's like, I've learned, especially running Ferocious, I've learned that there are some negative people out there that I ignore. I just literally don't pay any attention to them. And I will say it was hard at first when I would hear, little pot shots about a new company, Ferocious. Who do they think they are? Doing things this different. That's not how they're supposed to do it. And it's like, it did kind of irk me, and I wanted to get on there and start like messaging and saying, this is bullshit, or calling out names. And I did some things here and there, just to kind of stir the pot a little bit, I guess you could say, but not in a super negative way, but just in a way to say, hey, I'm not stopping. And I found that hanging out with positive people that are encouraging me to do things differently, um, that would have great ideas that they would give me. Because I mean, I didn't think of all these things on my own. A lot of people who were customers or people that were interested in Ferocious would give me great ideas, and I would incorporate them, because those are the kinds of positive things that, just like for a company to build up, for a person to build up, to be built up in a way that you know makes them shine, right? It's the same principles. Hanging out with people that are full of positive energy and trying to shun the people that are full of negative energy, because the people who have negative energy just are not going to add anything to you or whatever you're doing. So
Right.
just shun them. So
No, definitely, 100%. Yeah, I mean,
Whoops, I'm sorry.
do what you gotta do
Give me
for
one
yourself.
second, Twitch. I'm sorry. My wife's knocking on the door, so give me 1 second. I'll be right out. Or right
Yeah,
back.
go for it.
All right, sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
It's the 9:15 knock on the door from my daughter. Actually, she wanted to use her laptop. So I'm like, she had not been able to use it earlier today, but I gave her it too. So yeah, we oh yeah, Twitch, you were live. Tiki said.
I was reading comments,
Oh.
so I just looked like I was frozen because I was looking down at the tablet.
I remember one time I had to do it from outside in my old house, and like I was literally sitting outside in a lawn chair, and somehow my internet froze up just as I was like this, and it looked like I was sleeping. Or people, I think they might have thought I was dead. Probably, I don't know.
It's funny.
So, yeah, pretty sure he is. He's just asleep. Twitch, hit up El Tomahawk 22 after the show.
Yeah, I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning and I couldn't go back to bed, so I said, you know what? I'm just gonna get up because if I don't, I'm gonna go back to bed for like an hour and a half, but then I'm gonna feel really, really crappy. So I'm just gonna get up, and it was nice. I got up, I got ready, I was able to sit down and actually eat breakfast here at home.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, cool. I got to work like extra early. I was like, man, I was like, today's gonna be a great day.
Yeah.
I mean, it turned out good. I just figured, that sometimes you go back to bed and that little bit that you get extra is really not extra. You end up just feeling crappier, so it's like we're even more tired. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. I got up and I was like, just time to start the day today. I haven't been up that early in so long, but it really felt really good. I mean, I feel like I had such a long day, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like, I mean, my day, I start my day job at 7 a.m. Central, and it runs till 4 with about an hour between 12:30 and 1:30 for lunch, which a lot of times I'll zip off to the post office during that period of time. And I'll send out like, if you guys notice, like if you have the app, my app messages usually go out between 12:30 and 1:30 because that's when I'm not at my day job. So I can justify sending it out and I'm not doing it on the company time.
Right.
But after that though, then I'm in ferocious mode, so it's like I'll be up sometimes till like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning because I just want to get stuff done and knock out stuff. So, and on the weekends it's even later usually, but it's just because of stuff like this. And then I'm gonna check out Bushy Beard. We'll probably cut out of here about 9:30 because Bushy Beard will go onto his YouTube for a. He's gonna be doing some openings, product openings tonight, including Ferocious. So I want to see how that goes too. I'm curious what he thinks about that.
Yeah, definitely. He also invited me in for his stream tonight too.
Oh, nice, awesome.
Yeah.
You're gonna be you're gonna be super famous by midnight, even more so than. So, what's this? We could always voice text Nate on Instagram for him to play. Yeah, there you go. I was thinking about like, how like the old radio station, like they'd be like, hey, we're gonna give out a giveaway, caller number 12, and like people could call. I give out like I do like a Google number.
That'd be awesome.
Number 6, try get number 12. You're the 12th caller, Ferocious. I think that would be kind of
cool.
Maybe we'll try that sometime just to see how that goes.
That'd be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe on that app you could like add a feature to like text back or something.
Yeah, I don't know that app. I mean, even though it is a nice app, it is fairly limited too. That's the only problem because it's basically it's a shop of what is it? It's a Shopify app.
Oh.
And or no, is it trying to remember how it all works. I think because I saw another website had this same app and it took a while to figure out who made it. And so I finally figured out who made it, and I think it's it might be on the App Store, but I downloaded it. Yeah, it is. It's on the App Store. I downloaded it, and it's limited. Like I can't do like let's say, for example, on the website, it's say free shipping over $25 automatically. Well, on the mobile app, you can't do that because it doesn't see that how the code works on the website. So that's why I changed it up even on the website. So it's kind of the best of both worlds or the choice. People like choices. So now it's $25 free shipping with code free shipping, or you could save 15% with code Ferocious. Because believe it or not, I did a little studying into this, and apparently older people like free shipping, but younger people don't care. This is just in broad generalities. Younger people would rather have a discount. So it's like, okay, well, now you can do your choice, whatever you want. So we could, but Vado can't. Tiki, you rascal.
Just because Vado doesn't have Instagram, I guess.
Oh, he's got to get some Instagram. It's free. What's the problem? So just a on principle?
Yeah, he's not on any social media. I mean, he's a huge supporter of a lot of people on their channel, though. It's crazy. Even without Instagram, he's supporting a lot of people. So.
All right. So what's in your beard, Twitch?
Sweat from the gym and the oil I had left. The gym wiped it out.
Right.
No, actually, Medusa from Phantom today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
very
not
nice.
bad. It's a really good scent. So that's what
Nice.
I'm
Medusa.
doing this week. Yeah.
Is it a cologne style?
Yeah, it's kind of like a cologne style.
Okay.
It's pretty smooth. It's not a bad scent at all. And then I've been using their butter this week. It's like a coffee one. I think it's called Karma, like a coffee scented one. Which is so weird going to bed and putting that in.
Yeah. Time for me. Yeah. How come I can't sleep at night? And you put lavender on during the day, and then you're sleepy.
Right.
General question from Beard Vado: if a vegan and a vegetarian don't get along, would that be considered a beef? Yeah. Yes, it would. I think.
What do they call those? What do they call that? Is it Impossible or?
Oh, the
Impossible Whopper.
Impossible Whopper. Which I had one of those when they first came out. I was finally like, yes, they have it. We got to get one of these. So we went. I got one of those, a Whopper with cheese, and an Impossible Whopper with cheese. And we sat down with both of them, Barbara and I. We cut it in half. We shared it just to see. It tasted pretty much the same. The only thing was the texture is a little different.
Yeah, I would like the taste to me was just a tiny bit off.
Mm-hmm.
A tiny bit, but it was pretty spot on, like you said, and then the texture was a little different. But I was actually amazed at how pretty similar it was.
Yeah, I was like, wow, they really got this close, So
I think it would be called Impossible Beef, Otto.
Yeah, an Impossible Beef.
or some places call it Beyond or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I tried the at Dunkin' Donuts they had the Beyond sausage, like an egg cheese sausage thing. I didn't like it. I gave it 2 thumbs down. I don't know. Some people think it tastes better than the Impossible, but I didn't like this. Maybe it's just the sausage. Maybe their beef tastes better.
You know what I actually like that was turkey sausage? Was these sandwiches, these little flatbread breakfast sandwiches with egg whites and turkey sausage from Sam's Club.
Oh yeah,
like a big box of 12. Those are actually pretty good for turkey sausage. I didn't think I'd like it. I was kind of like, eh. And then when I had it, this is not bad at all. It actually was pretty decent. So I've been snacking on those in the morning. Except for today, I had biscuits and gravy today. So
there you go. I like a variety of different things like salads and stuff, but I do like putting meats and stuff on my salads.
Yeah, I do too.
I just think it just makes it better. But I've not been that much into things like have you ever had like turkey chili or turkey
Yeah, no,
Turkey
I was
bacon
thinking
for a
like
while I
beef.
liked. Yeah, beef. Yeah.
Depends on like what brand and how they like. I don't know if they got crispy the turkey bacon. It has to be from like a specific brand because if not, then I can literally just I don't like it because I can taste that it's turkey.
Yeah.
I'd rather do the turkey jerky at that point.
Okay. Yeah, I'm more of like a beef guy, I think, than a
Yeah,
turkey guy.
but yeah, the beef's always going to be better. At least for me, I prefer that. But I know
Mhm.
like they have a place out here. They're popping up. It's called Salad and Go, and you can add beef or chicken to your salad, and they're pretty big portions, and it's super cheap. It's like under $6 for a salad with chicken or beef like stuff. So I go there. Well, I was going there a few times a week. Now I'll probably start going there more often again.
Good deal. Beer Debater says, where do you find a cow with no legs?
Chick-fil-A.
Right where you left it. Hey, ask a question. There's the answer.
That's funny.
That's funny. Is a cow with no legs ground beef? Yeah. Why did the cow want to become an astronaut? Or why did the cow want to become an astronaut? Vado?
Oh, waiting for the comments to pop up.
Waiting. Come on, don't leave us in suspense.
You want to go to the moon?
Oh God,
Funny.
yes. You want to go to the moon? All right, let's do this. Let's do another giveaway, just because I think we're due. All right, so there's 11 of us here. All of us are now on YouTube. So everybody ditched Facebook to come over to the YouTube side of the house. We'll pick a number between. Well, now I got to bring this thing up again. I closed that program before just to see if maybe it wouldn't pick number one again. So because it's like
Yeah,
I'm getting a
weird.
little suspicious. Okay, one again. All right. So 1 through 10. So we'll do like 1 through 5. All right. And when you guys see the word go, just type in one number, please, between 1 and 5. Again, 1 and 5. Get ready, get set, and go. And then let's see here. The question, another one here. That's the difference between a Zippo and a Hippo? Or what's the difference? What's the difference between a Zippo and a Hippo? The one is really heavy and the other's a little lighter. He's here all night, folks. All right, let's see what kind of numbers we picked here. All right, here we go, guys. Let's pick a number. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, are you kidding me? It's number 1 again. I'm glad this app was free.
That's funny. It chose number 1 again.
I know, right? You know what I think I can do is I can make it so, like in the future, it'll like not pick that number. Like whatever number you pick, then you can just keep it going. But it gets tight when there's a small ratio, right? So
yeah.
Well, in this case, the first person to pick number 1 is George Munoz, Bearded in the Bill. So you are the winner of a $25 gift card to Ferocious Beard Company. So that will be to George. Congratulations. And thanks to everybody for participating on this one. Let's see. Well, it's 9:30 now, so I was thinking we'd probably call it a night, just because I'm thinking the reason I want to call it a night is, first of all, if we're on a show where like things are going and going and going on, we'll keep going. But I thought, hey, it might be nice to kind of let that 10 o'clock with Bushy Beard just to see. I know he's fairly new, starting out his shows, and I figured we'd give him a shot. I'd like to see it too, so I thought that might be kind of nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's just see any more parting shots right now. Yeah, it's broken. I want my money back. Oh, it's free. Well, so what? Josh says, whoever wins pays it forward to me. George is always winning.
You should change your name to Charlie Sheen.
Phil spelled backwards is Votto.
Later, Beta. Thanks for coming
in. All right. Well, anyhow, guys, it's been a great show. Twitch, I'm really glad you were here today. Thank you so much on the short notice for jumping in on here. And remember, you can save 15% both at Ferocious with code Ferocious and Twitch 15 at twitchbeard.com. At least for the rest of the night, I'm assuming. I don't know about.
I'll leave it up for that.
All right. Awesome. All right, guys.
Thanks for having me, man. It's been a blast.
It has been. So thank you so much again. And you guys have a great weekend. And we will see you guys next Friday. Take care.